everyone,
Nothing
to
wrong with
part 2
getting
of episode 4.
Strap-ons are a thing.
Everyone, hey, don't eyes on me, okay? There we go. I'm not even going to bring up previous.
Sorry, guys.
I'm not.
Let's try to be.
I know no shame.
Okay, so hopefully we fixed the technology problem. But now that I said that, everything is going to go to hell.
Oh, yeah.
We said the last episode.
5 minutes.
I did not say that last episode. Right?
Knock on wood.
Anyway, so a little bit of recap before we continue this exploration of sinister forces. You finished up your long rest as you, several of you explained your emotions and that you're discontent with a couple of people and their actions and growing pain and finding out each other's true colors in high tense situations like death is on the line. You took a long rest, saw things that were happening outside as you heard the ritual of the rhythmic drumming continuing as lightning and the storm around you continue to fester and boil with strength again. You found a cave system that you explored and found illusionary magics of false terrain that one of you pointed out that was very un-orc-like. As you explored the boat chambers, their living quarters, or at least one of them, and finding through hallucinations and other, or something more sinister of black flies, finding a blood trail through a chaotic tunnel system, built tunnel system, finding a room, a very sinister room with a boiling pot full of brown sappy liquid, and a slab made of the same stone that doesn't have any clear signs of digging out, that has some dark liquid in a trough that seems to be refilled from these 3 skulls on each of the corners with the ingredients, and the center part of it surrounded by some sort of sinister glyphs around the center of it, where you see some sort of dark liquid that's solidified and has ripped out a square section of it at the center that has crawled up of it, but it's just empty at the center now. As you see in dark inks of black browns and grays and greens of almost a zombie-like hand rotting clearly of various wounds upon the hand. As you see, as it's reaching up towards the sky, seeming like it's trying to go towards something, its thumb and pinky have been painfully ripped back, but not and broken in several sections of it, but yet it continues to go forward. This is the current chamber that you're in.
What are you going? What are you running over there for?
As you guys catch up.
What the hell?
I do not think that is a good idea.
You guys see the rest of this very happy-looking chamber. As you see on the left side, various powders, along with segments of lips, ears, and hairs, all in small little segments.
Little ears?
No.
Ears. Or ears.
Human ears.
All right, that cuts it. And he said sinister 4 times, so this must be a bad place.
Well, I mean, look where you are.
It's not hard to figure that
We want
out.
to go back out the way we came.
This is not exactly the same.
Or up the other path that goes up.
Whoa.
This is some bad shit.
Yeah, let's focus on not where we're going.
You don't need to be proficient in Arcana.
This is
Figure
where
that
we
out.
are.
Right.
And there's some bad stuff going on here.
Bad juju.
So my vote is to destroy it.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's what I want to do. When I see magic shit I don't understand,
Okay.
I want to break it.
Oh, good. We're on the same page.
That's gonna work out great.
I have
Exactly.
I have a great plan. I'm gonna step back, and you can break shit.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to continue down the next corridor.
Well, can we just
So
leave?
this,
where we're
this
just going to
room,
meet it?
This is what you
We'll
saw
come
with the platform as soon as you walked in, and it curves ever so slightly, almost like a curving 90-degree angle.
You know, I'd really rather go down the path that has like the fluffy little bunny rabbits and the rainbows. And
Oh, that's the other turn to your left, right there.
Well,
Oh, cool.
See, we
Cool,
just
so let's go back.
but since we're all here and this is all still fresh, then whoever else is in here is either going to attack us, let us go, but certainly not going to allow us to destroy this
guys,
thing.
Or
we probably walked by multiple hidden rooms by how many rooms have been hidden
Probably.
from illusion walls. If you think about it,
That's great.
you
But
probably
we're,
walked by quite a few by now.
we're in the room of
Good thought,
townspeople's
but
lips,
can anybody
ears,
detect
and stuff being ripped off and put in here.
I'm just saying we're probably missing things.
Oh,
I would love to miss things.
I have no doubt we've missed a lot.
Let's continue, shall we?
Wait, what were you trying to say,
Ed?
Ed?
The bad.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do with it?
What do I want to do with it? I think
Hold on for a
Fran should
second.
at least take the hand out.
The hand?
The hand.
No, that is a painting on the wall behind the kettle.
Oh, that's not like an actual. Does it have an eyeball in the middle of it?
It does not.
All right. Well,
Fuck me, I thought there was an actual hand.
I thought there was an actual hand too.
Yeah.
No, I do apologize. It's a symbol that has been painted onto the rock in its crude form, but refined and artistic. And
Can I roll religion about it?
You can
Yes.
definitely roll a religion.
Can we make a religion
Or
check on
history.
that?
And do I recognize this as
hand of
any
paint.
orc?
It's the same
So roll
modifier
a
either
survival
way.
for you.
And
The hand
I
of pain.
Hey, I finally rolled not shit! 17!
Are you proficient in history as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm proficient in history and religion,
That
and it's
will-
the same.
I would say, yeah, overall. okay?
Nice.
Looking over everything in the chamber, as you
I
see
am not.
the boiling liquid behind you in this big cauldron with black fire underneath it, as you see the trough of dark, sappy liquid that you smell a hint of iron on it. As you see the three skulls, the hand that forces its way up, even though its fingers are breaking off and relentlessly reaching to whatever it wants. The severed ears, that section of area to the center that has that missing square piece of whatever grew on it. Basically the trough's liquid solidified and grew on it, but they ripped it out. As you look around, you notice that around the corner you see some ever so slightly on like the back right corner as it rotates from your current position, you see leaves on the wall that just kind of grow on the walls with red roses. And then you look at the hand. This is a convent of 3 hags.
So what?
We're in a damn cold.
Convent of 3 hags.
Sorry, a covent.
A
C-O-V-E-N.
coven?
A coven. Sorry, coven.
Coven.
It's late. I've been dealing
Huge
with
difference
technology
between a
issues.
convent and a coven.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I was like, what the fuck am I saying? No, it's a coven.
Yeah.
This is a hag's
Coven.
coven. Or a hag that's part of a coven.
Mm-hmm.
3 hags.
Guys, there's
What's
hags. There's hags. There's hags.
That's as much as you get from that, but you know that you've heard of covens, that every now and again hags can create. They're not that big, luckily, but at least 2 hags have come together. And this one's, as far as you can tell, you said it's 17?
Yeah. For history
Yeah,
or
you know
religion.
this is the Coven of the Grinding Hand.
And what does that mean in common?
Yes.
It's not good.
Big bad must be killed. Got it.
The coven of the
All the more to destroy it.
Rotting hand.
rotten.
Rotting or rotted?
So,
Rotting.
so the
R-O-T-T-I.
question is,
Doing the hand job?
Rotten.
And it was bad. It was green. When did you become?
I'm teasing you on this.
You heard of it, and you've heard a few things of its doings. Nothing specific from there's the 17, but you know of it. It's big enough that you know of its existence. And the problem is, you know of its existence. You don't know why, you don't know where. It just rings through your head. But hags are very secretive in nature, and knowing the name of the coven is major by itself. Possibly because they want you to know that they are here.
And that in itself is bad news.
Yes.
Can we break
Okay.
this place and move on?
If we break it, they're gonna come after us.
You
But
break it, you buy it.
Hags aren't.
why would they let us in here in the first place? That is
I don't
my
know. They
question.
was drawing him, and he said,
And
Okay,
we all
but
came.
only him.
Oh, we explain the magic.
"Oh, because you got the
They wanted one person and they didn't count on getting 8.
I have not met the hag in person, but I'm assuming by the name that they're not someone that I want drawing me in.
No, they're not.
Probably
they're like
not.
sea hags, but not blue.
I mean,
And frankly, in my
they're
opinion,
not necessarily all evil, but these ones don't sound great, and also they're really secretive. And the fact that I know what they're.
that picture of the hen?
Yeah.
If
I know.
If they're not evil, I'll fuck a shark.
You know,
No.
I'm almost willing to take up that wager just in case I get
Right?
really lucky.
Right?
Because
See, the thing is that I still don't
If you
want to
said
watch
porpoise,
that.
it would be a good bet.
all right,
Have you ever fucked a shark before?
So,
No,
Right.
of course not. Who the fuck would do that?
it's clear.
Davros, Hazel, you hear sliding
Who the fuck?
of
Oh no.
flesh on stone
Oh
just around the
no.
corner.
incoming.
Oh no.
Subtle.
Well, we haven't exactly been quiet, so they probably
Stealthing!
know we're good by now.
Clearly, our nervousness
19.
Where do you stealth? It's in a room.
Stealthing behind him.
Okay.
He has
Wall of
light.
lights! Hello, my shield is glowing!
Yeah, there's even
Yeah, you
the
face
shadow
the light
behind
at them. They don't know I'm there.
Fair enough, if anything, I'm blinding them.
Swords out.
Oh, jeez.
Same.
Fuck.
Hey, no
Alright.
problem with
You
being
guys have
defensive.
met- it came
By the way,
from
do the
around
roses-
that corner.
By the way,
On
do
the
the
other
roses
corner?
look like
You're,
the?
right now you're on this side, but there's an entire side of it
The way we came or the way we're going?
All right.
inside this room.
inside this room.
There's a room in back of this room.
There's like a 90-degree thing.
That we haven't seen yet, right?
Area.
No, he's asking. That's not the way that we came
The way
into
we
the
came?
room.
or the way we're
behind you is where you came in.
So the way we're going.
The way we're going,
If
the
you
room
decide to go
curves.
that
and you can't
direction.
see it.
There's really no other
That
way
we
for us to
have
go.
been.
Did we all hear the slurping or just her?
Only those two because they were the nearest over on that corner. I presume.
Also,
There
I think we
is
both have good
slurping.
passive perception. So.
It wasn't slurping. It was something sliding, like a fleshy material sliding.
Dragging, and
Dragging.
stopping, dragging, and stopping.
No, just dragging a tiny bit, like movement of stone. Like
You okay?
I don't like this.
Stay together.
to like it.
Do not do as those storytelling things do when you sit around campfires and try to scare each other. Don't go into the
I'm going
woods
to slowly
alone.
step forward.
Stay together.
This is a very roundabout way of saying don't be a fucking moron.
Oh, okay, things are coming. Things are coming. Things are coming.
Oh my
God.
That is.
Oh, thank you, Sparks.
You turn the corner.
As I'm sitting
Can I
there
like
going,
koala on your
I'm
back
all-
again?
so we must stay together.
And then he goes.
Just
You notice
hold my
course.
shield up, 4 or 5 heads poke up
makeshift,
beside me.
like, no, it's not like one shelf. It's like a tiny bit of shelf, a little bit more shelf, a little bit more shelf, a little bit more shelf. It's very chaotic. And
It's orcish.
No,
No,
it's
No,
chaotic.
this is hag.
This is haggish.
yeah,
What's the difference?
It's crazy.
One's
As
made
you
in
see
stomach and
various materials of small bits of rock, pieces of stone, a feather, an orc ear, a human ear, a
They're just
eyeball,
scavengers.
and as you turn the corner, the eyeball,
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
and you
Nope.
see the eye quite literally from it behind it, a whole islands.
No.
Just blinks.
Nope. The whole eye is just
Nice to
open
meet you.
and then
Okay,
has eyes.
goodbye.
Yeah,
It's
like-
just an eyeball sitting there, but it still grew eyelids to blink at us.
Yes.
No fucking thank you.
And you also notice a
Fuck this
voodoo
shit.
doll
I'm out.
on one of the shelves as well.
Can we get the fuck out of here?
Is it
Very
blue?
what?
Is it blue and look like an elf?
No.
Okay, thank
Actually,
God.
it's a dark-skinned, teeth for eyes, and a bunch of jagged marks of bones for teeth, and it seems to be pinched off in the back of the head.
That's weird.
It's just sitting on the shelf, but that's not. I mean, that's catch your eyes, but as your eyes turn over, you see
Don't tell me there's worse shit.
Cover your
you're in
ears.
a hag's chamber.
This is where we
You
see a dismembered
see-
baby.
We're in the middle
A
of
giant bush of vibrant red flowers, roses, just overgrown in a corner and growing up the wall.
Doesn't
Quite
look
beautiful
familiar.
compared to the rest of the shit in here.
Doesn't
Wasn't
look
there
familiar
a
to
dead
us.
body earlier
As
with
you look
roses
to your
coming out of it?
and you see bars and
Can't we go
red
back?
meat
Let's go back the way we
minced
came.
with bone, shags of like different pieces of fabric,
There's nothing good for
skulls.
us here.
and your
There's
eyes
no
immediately
rescue.
turn to the right as you see under one of the shelves. You see a small figure just curled up underneath it.
Underneath the rose?
Underneath one of the not cabinets.
Shelf.
Shelves.
How big is this small thing?
Well, wait a minute. We're not
Sitting
there. It's only
2
him.
feet tall.
Well, and I'm
With those of dark vision and the light, as the light hits him, he doesn't even move. His eyes are just open as you see a small child, just in raggedy ass clothing that has been torn, ripped, whipped, and he's just sitting in a corner,
don't
just
trust that.
eyes straight forward.
That ain't no child. That's a demon kid. Not today, Satan.
You're not seeing this.
Only
Seeing
the,
it.
You don't see any chains on him. No
Sparks
locks.
went forward, and I'm right behind him. But I
Yeah.
don't know if anyone else has turned the corner yet.
I'm not the most. I'm not the
we're-
most appealing person for a child to see if it's actually a child. So seeing a big metal man turn to the corner who's 7'8" and just little 2-foot
Radiating
guy,
light.
just
yeah, knight in shining armor is not the right thing for a kid to see.
I don't
And
look
that's
like a
what
knight in shining armor. I'm covered in battle scars. Like
And mud.
yeah, I'm not exactly pretty.
This whole place is covered in mud.
It can't be any worse than what they have already been
Are
seeing.
you gonna share what you see?
Yes.
Well,
We
so
were in the dark.
oh, you weren't there
Or
then.
we're not in the dark, but we're
But
don't
there's
know
no
what-
these are the two that went on the corner. So do you share?
That's
what
right.
You see?
I'm still I'm still dwelling on the campfire advice. What?
I'm hanging out with you.
Yeah, I'm like
You can see.
I'm going to slowly walk into the room.
It's not really a room. It's an entire.
Yeah,
Quite
okay.
literally, it's
Maybe towards
a
the
hallway
kid.
like this. But this one, as you turn around the corner, it goes down ever so slightly.
I haven't seen it.
The kid is near the end of the hallway, closer to the plant.
What's the plant? Does it look familiar to like the thing
Make a
that's around the
perception
chest?
check. Actually, make an investigation check.
Can I make a nature check actually? For the plant?
Sure, I would. I think this would.
Investigation?
If
Let me,
no, it's
let me
okay.
check something. No.
Oh no, he has to check something. They're not normal.
Yeah,
rolls.
going to it would fall under nature.
Fuck me. 10.
10.
Better than I
It's
got.
road bush.
Would using prestidigitation give enough light?
Prestidigitation doesn't give light.
Yeah,
It
it
can
can.
light
You can-
something on fire, like a candle or something like that.
Actually,
Or Rose?
no.
Prestidigitation, if I remember. Oh,
I-
no, that's a
That's
different-
thaumaturgy.
That's
That's
thaumaturgy.
it.
My bad.
Prestidigitation can dry something, change its color, make a little box.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
what was
actually
your-
provide a light source if I
what
wanted
was
to.
your roll? 4.
You can light or snuff candle towards your
It's a giant
campfire.
bush.
But it doesn't
What is the
like
kid
light
looking at?
things on fire. It just lights or snuffs a
Make an
campfire.
insight check.
Light or snuff something that's already ready to be burned. A candle towards your campfire. But yeah, not the
Not rose bushes.
stone.
So I couldn't light a torch per se.
A torch you could.
But I haven't heard him
Rolled an
say
8.
one torch is here.
That's a 6.
6.
Okay, on a 6, can we pause the game just for a second?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Can we pause the game just for a second?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna just.
Let me do one thing real quick.
Okay.
As you look over the kid after looking at the bush, it's a bush full of roses. It's actually quite lovely in this horrid house of Agnes. Looking at the child, he's just staring straight into the wall, not seeing the moving at all.
Let's just see if I can try to wake it up
Waving her hand in front of it,
in this vision.
he kind of just curls back as far as like trying to make himself shrink back. As he just
I'm looking around everywhere else except at the kid.
make a perception check.
Yes, please do because I'm focused on the kid.
I don't even know there's a
I'm
kid.
with you. I'm not going nowhere.
Straight up, 17.
17. Looking around, looking on the various knickknacks on the walls, the plants, the eye that keeps blinking. It just keeps going person to person, and it's, you make eye contact. you move on to the next one. You find a bone hilt dagger of a dark maroon blade that's curved inward.
Does anyone?
Various black feathers, gold feathers, green feathers, gems, uncut rubies, what looks to be some sort of gold and platinum fused metal into an orb shape with a small bead. And as you look a little further inward, you hear it.
This place is just bad news. All right.
And then your nostrils
Fuck out.
pick up a French scent of blood as you look over to the bush pile. As you see in the
rose bush.
the rose bush,
Which I'm
you
standing
see
close
at
to.
Yeah, you're standing close to. You notice that the leaves are slowly trying to grasp towards him as you see corpse after corpse after corpse.
And the kid is not. The kid's
at
not
the
there.
very base of where this plant is.
Don't
See,
The kid
get,
is bait.
don't get too close to the
The kid is
bush.
bait.
No, the kid is outside the reach.
Okay.
As you see child-sized corpses just stacked inside the bush.
All right.
I'm
So I walk up to the turtle. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I take out my dagger and I hold it over the eyeball. Does it react at all?
It looks like it.
Oh,
Make an attack.
Just stop that.
Oh! It's right fucking in front of me and I rolled ass.
You missed that.
Oh my god, that's a 9 to hit.
It's an eyeball.
How? It's
With
right
it,
in front
okay.
of me.
Because it creeped you out.
With it, look
Just stab
at
the
it.
shelf next to it.
As you bring down the dagger, your hands are shaking so much that it misses a half inch. As it just looks at the dagger.
Stab the kid.
Roll again.
Just stop that.
Oh my
Stop
god.
it.
13.
13?
Roll damage.
It has 1 hit point.
I'll die.
don't you?
Fucker.
Either 1 hit point
There's
or
that-
like 200.
There's that one dagger there.
6?
6. You stab into it. It is surprisingly tougher than you expected. But as you pierce it through,
That's too-
it screams as it just turns into black smoke and just disintegrates.
Oh shit. I know what that is.
It's
And
a screaming eyeball of smoke.
with the with the dagger still in the shelf, did that just set off an alarm?
What was that?
I think so.
Why did you stab the eyeball?
Did we even see that?
Davros.
We haven't gone over there
It
yet.
was creepy.
Who's
Davros.
screaming? Who's
I
screaming?
walked over to the turtle.
Oh, okay.
Davros,
What?
So I'm the one not.
don't touch anything.
I didn't touch anything. My dagger did. Fair.
There's a big purplish black blade dagger over there. You can go look at that. But don't touch anything. Sorry, I'm joking. Don't touch.
Okay, are we staying in creepy sad place? Is that kid like over there?
Go.
I walked up to the kid.
Yes, found
Do
it.
you speak common? To the kid. Do you speak common?
Now seeing the long, but yet some of it ripped out, blonde hair. It's a young girl.
Do you recognize it?
No response.
How long have you
Just-
been here?
Even though you're right in front of her, she's just.
1,000-yard stare.
I look at where she's looking.
Yeah.
Does she appear?
I mean, she's on the opposite side of that cage thing of just meat and eye that's blinking.
There's another one?
No, it just teleported somewhere.
And another one.
Oh no.
And 5 more. And they all just start looking
Out of the meat?
There's a cage of meat.
out of the meat. Yeah.
There's a cage of meat.
Various bits of meat. If you want
Does
to
the little
investigate it,
girl
I'll tell you
appear
looks
to
like
be
a giant-
a little bit
human?
more depending on what you find out.
I would like to investigate the wall of caged meat.
Okay.
Well,
make an
okay. They
investigation
were
check.
saying they're trying to try to see what the girl is looking at.
Looking into the
I mean,
cage.
she's the opposite side of the meat cage, but make an insight
That's
check.
20.
We'll get to that in a moment.
There's a little girl
Natural
here.
20.
You know, since we just started training, I don't know what I'm doing, but
Cocked.
It's cocked. Sorry, we're trying to get.
I just see something like is cocked.
Look, that was so close.
Anyway, so, wow. Okay, well, game to the child first. And then I know, Jason, you want to do something. You see, this is a broken mind individual. She is not chained, she is not shackled, but she, as far as you can tell, has lost all will to live. And she no longer is conscious, as far as you can tell, and she just waits for the slaughter.
Save the kid.
Copy that. Stay there, young lady. We will get you out.
Be careful of the bush.
Okay.
I suggest.
She hasn't moved from her spot. And investigation check, as you get a little closer, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
My specialty.
You wanted to look. You wanted to go.
What are you going to look at?
The wall of meat, caged meat.
She was looking at the cage meat. I don't
Wait,
know.
don't we have to break through the cage meat to get to her?
No.
No,
she's
it's
on the
quite
other
literally just an alleyway. Here's the kid, here's the cage inside the wall.
If I was envisioning what you said correctly, she's out of reach of everything. She's in like the one spot.
That's
She's in
where
the
I am.
sweet
I'm
spot.
just
Grab
looking
the
at
kid,
the
let's
cage of meat.
GTF.
I know. Make a
I
wisdom
suggest
saving
we
throw
throw
as you
a
have to
flask
get
of oil
closer
on the
to
bush and
investigate.
set it afire.
Yeah.
I would not stop you.
Yep, that I don't have a problem with that. Just let's get the kid
Uh-oh.
first.
So that was a 7. I have a 6 for a wisdom. So that makes it a 5. Warforged going crazy.
Oh no. We're gonna save this kid.
Oh, no.
We're gonna
it's
save the
nice.
kid from the fucking rose bush, but then
Sonny?
the Warforged is gonna kill the kid on the way out.
Oh, geez.
I never went
And you were yelling at me.
Okay, so
Just saying.
Sparks takes 16 points of psychic damage.
Holy shit! Don't fail your wisdoms.
As Sparks jitters in place, as his head goes back a few inches, as it just shitters, as you hear almost, he doesn't really have gears, but you hear like snapping of wood underneath his neck and his body, as he something just tenses up and straightens and turns around and looks straight to Davros.
Eyes flicker red.
And somebody goes straight towards him and tries to grapple him.
Eyes flicker red.
Can I acrobatics away from that
I need
shit?
both of you to make athletics check. Acrobatics, athletics check.
18.
Athletics.
If you nat 20 my ass, I would kill you in real life.
Athletics, right?
You got in real life.
Okay. You beat me.
Oh, thank
Good.
By how much?
I rolled an 8. It's total 8.
I rolled 9.
I thought that was a 2.
It's a 9 plus 6.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Plus 6. Holy crap.
Sparks, you action search and do it again.
Whoa.
Fucking. Can I?
That's a 21.
Wait. That's a 22.
So with 2 fast Davros, your heart sinks into your chest as you almost fall onto the child as one big hand, almost as big as your chest, and another one for your leg. As you quite literally just back up as this giant murderous machine is coming towards your ass. Make another wisdom saving throw.
No, because I'm not going to make it.
No, natural 20
Come
times.
on, best friend.
Actually, that was decent. That was a 13, so that's a 11.
Best friend, no.
Anyone else? Is anyone else doing something as he's continuing to go towards that?
I'm gonna drag this guy.
No one
I
cares.
will-
Strongest guy in the
I'm
party.
throwing a flask of oil
Maybe.
on the meat wall with the eyes.
Okay.
Okay. You're right there. Yeah, you throw this flask of oil, and you throw it in. It splatters against on the other side of the wall and just lands on the meat as you go. A couple more eyeballs just and they start blinking because the oil is getting on it.
Great. Light it on fire.
I don't know if there's
Okay,
much
and
I
it's
can-
passed. As you're just wondering what the fuck to do.
I'm going to attempt to tackle Sparks.
Okay, make a.
Good luck with
Can you do
that.
that?
What are we guys doing?
Are you trying to grapple him?
I am going to. Yeah, I'm going to try and grapple.
Okay, both of you make an athletics or acrobatics. Actually, you make an athletics check. You can make an acrobatics or athletics check, Sparks. Athletics or acrobatics check.
So it's not a saving throw, it's just like we just add our modifier. Right?
Yes! I'm glad I chose right this time because I rolled a 19 on the other one.
It's athletics check.
Well, yeah, so we're just adding. It's a check, so we're adding. Oh wait, I'm poisoned.
It's not disadvantage because this
We
is
don't know what
something-
the poison
You don't know what. The
I know what the poison is. So I was just mentioning that. I didn't know if I had to roll
So
a disadvantage or
it's a
something.
skill. Look at your skill. You're probably
Oh.
proficient in it.
Oh, okay. Acrobatics or
Athletics.
athletics. There we go. 21.
9.
So almost as if the subconscious of Sparks just kind of takes it as all his attention is on the weakest person that was near him.
Gee, thanks.
Not my words.
Conditions, anyway. Suddenly, this half-sized to Sparks turtle just lunges and just grabs his arms and squeezes it inwards as you quite literally just make a backpack for him as you just use your arms and legs and make him into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. As you, no, he doesn't fall, but you have him grappled. At this point, your turn. Make an acrobatics athletics check to see if you get out, and make another one.
Spark, snap out of it!
Check.
You gotta make a check.
Uh-oh.
Another
Athletics.
athletics.
That's an 18.
18.
Oh.
Just
Yeah, that's what happened.
As you just
8.
As you as Eck, his head just looks over towards you as he just grabs your head and nearly wrenches it off, forcing you to let go as you grab his arms as your entire weight is now on your neck, which is a lot of fucking weight. As he just releases you, as he goes forward you, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw
at 20.
because it's at the end of your tone.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
No.
I'm also
Excuse me,
just
it's a
trying to
12.
grapple him, which I
It's a
was
10.
shooting before you escape.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and land around his feet and pull him down to the ground.
Oh, you're
grapple.
trying to knock him prone?
Sure.
I know first I have to grapple.
Yes, so you have to grab it first. So make an athletics check. Nathan, make an acrobatics athletics check.
Yep.
I like the stain on
You
12.
Oh, 14.
Ooh.
14. So you grapple him, and on your next turn you can knock him prone if you want. What are you doing, Eck?
I am going to try to continue to grapple him.
Yeah,
I'm
wisdom
going to
is
re-grapple
I need
him.
some
Okay.
with him.
Do so with advantage because
I
he's
need
already
it. I don't think
grappled
it's my
once.
Okay.
We only hold you down for 2 years before you snap out of it.
Yes.
Sparks, make another acrobatics athletics check as another person is trying to grapple you.
And I'm trying to.
That is going to be a modified 20.
This is not the time.
25.
I have a plus 6!
And Eck just lunges towards him and grapples him, and you're further grappled. At this point, make 3 wisdom saving
I'm
throws.
now upside.
Snap out of it!
White, blue, so.
Can I set the wall of eyes?
Flat
on
bite him if
fire?
he gets away.
What?
Can
Okay,
I use presentation to light
that's
the
gonna be
oil?
a-
Or do I need something more?
7.
No, I remember a
And then-
presentation. You can light things on fire.
It's stuff that's meant to be lit on fire.
Yeah, that's what I was
Not
saying.
That's why I threw the oil
Not
on.
like stone or
Yeah.
anything.
But he
So I'm
li-
lighting the oil
Yeah,
on
oil
fire.
Okay.
work.
Okay, so
Oil,
we have
candles, torches.
Yeah.
Good.
we have
But
first
not
roll,
like
7.
metal.
Second roll,
Hopefully that will
17.
take out whatever's
Third roll,
working.
16.
Okay, the 17 will make it. As Eck and I'm assuming you knocked him prone at this point. As you light it on fire, you press visitation gain from a distance.
Yep.
And suddenly the oil, as you hear the same wailing scream from when you stab the eye,
Oh,
but
boy.
multiplied to 100.
Now that he is being fully grappled by 2 other people, I'm rushing in and I'm trying to grab the kid.
Sparks, you take
Oh.
Oh, God.
Well, maybe we don't have to grapple.
16 points of fire damage.
Oh, that'll do.
As suddenly he bursts into flames.
I am on the ground.
But at the end of it, you do make your wisdom saving throw. At the very, very end of it. But
Cool.
if, for some reason,
I don't
the
move.
damage transferred.
I am not moving.
Alright.
As
I am on the ground.
yeah,
I am not moving.
as it just screams for, I'll say, for about 30 seconds, and then the fire dies down. As you see charred flesh, as you see it start to move and boil and not really grow, but seem to like shed its skin and consume it.
Chill touch.
Make an attack roll.
What?
Well, if the fire damage transferred to him, would the chill
that's-
transfer to him as
It's got to
well?
be in the bowl. No, it's got to be in the bowl. We made that thing.
Not exactly the reaction that I was hoping for.
18.
18. You definitely hit at this point.
It just doesn't allow stuff to.
That doesn't allow regeneration. Okay. Yeah. So you do some cold damage, which it is immune to.
No. Is it undead or?
It is not undead.
Oh, well then it's not as cool as I thought it would be. So it takes necrotic damage and can't regain hit
But
points.
it's still
Sorry,
touched.
it's necrotic damage. Okay.
Okay, so it's dry ice,
Cold
not
damage.
Yeah.
So 5, but it can't regain any hit points.
Yes. But the danger has seemed to have passed, as no one is nearby it anymore, and it's still in its cage, but it has seemed to shed its skin, and still has like areas of new exposed flesh, as you see blood. And then when it gets to the bottom, you see like small tendrils kind of reach out for it and suck it back up.
This is some strange
Ultimate
baby
recycling.
shit.
Yeah.
So it didn't kill it.
Did he,
Make a
Okay.
death saving throw because you're still unconscious.
did he
Yeah,
get
can we
hit?
please get him back up and
someone help
going?
him?
15. One success.
Okay.
One success?
I am going to.
Can I help you at
Since I
all?
was grappling with him and I went down,
Yes, you saw.
I'm now going.
he
This is
literally-
getting
his
an
inner-
old habit.
His inner body literally just combusted for no reason. When the creature.
Sorry, I didn't
lit
mean
on
to.
fire.
I didn't mean to squeeze that hard. My apologies.
Did I get the kid?
That was not the
The
reaction
kid
I was
has
hoping
not
for.
moved. Did you grab her arm?
No, I picked her up.
He said
I'm
I
trying
grabbed the kid.
to run her out of there, or at least
She-
out of the
She
range
does
of him.
not resist. You pick her up.
I at least run around the corner, out of sight of the meat and the fucking roses.
There
That's
we
fine.
go.
You do so with ease.
Separate us. That's a good idea. Way to go.
I'm 10 feet away. We're in the same room still. We're fine.
I am going to
Can I
I'm going to start looking for these cracks between the metal plates and stuff, and start squishing my salve in there and taking a look and trying to examine what the heck this guy is, because it's like it's got wood and vine or something going on inside under here. So I'm cramming it. I'm curious while
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So you got okay.
I'm doing a med.
You're doing a med thing. So you're back to
healer's
one
kit.
hit point.
Healer's kit.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm going to heal him versus. Do I have to? Can I heal him versus stabilizing? I can heal him.
You can do that once per short rest.
Stabilizing.
Once per long rest.
Short rest.
Long rest. Sorry.
Long rest is on my notes.
Yeah.
And we've had a long rest since I last did it.
Yeah. So you can do it again
So I
if you
can do it
want.
again.
Stabilize.
But no, I'm going to do it now. Because I'm going to give you more hit points back.
Stabilize?
Nope.
With
Because stabilize will only get you to 1.
It will
so
stabilize and heal you at the same time.
Okay.
This will give you some hit points at least. So, oh wait, I don't need to roll, do I?
Yes, you do. It's
Actually,
like
with
1d6
he's
plus-
good. Yeah, I know. 1d6 plus 4.
Plus-
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Wait. Plus hit points equal to the creature's maximum number of hit dice, which would be
which
another
is plus
4.
4. So it's going to be 1d6 plus 8.
1d6 plus 8. Okay, come on, baby.
Give me 6.
3. So,
Average.
Average. So you got 11 points healed.
As you guys are dealing with that, as you're just dealing with this horrific sight
at least
and
you're
seeing the
up
dead
with
bodies,
11 points.
Davos, you go around the corner. You would see this. Davos, you stop, put the plate a kid down, holding her hand, and she's just holding her hand with you. As you turn around and reach into your sack, where you apparently had the statue still. As the statue blinks, but yet doesn't blink, as it just forms shadow around your fingers and goes to that perfect square mark where we're sitting. As you hear the buzzing noise again.
Great.
Nice.
And you begin to pick up the child as you place your hand out. And the bone dagger that had a curve to it just magnetizes to your hand.
Ah!
So we
Do
see
not
the
kill
dagger
the
fly across
child.
the room.
Yes, you did.
Oh.
Right now, you're the only one that's able to react to do anything.
Oh my god, someone stop.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't like any of this.
So who saw it?
Only at this point, he knows what's going on.
He's
What are you
medicing
doing?
me.
But we watched the dagger
Other-
fly across.
other
the-
Yes,
people
you
saw
know
the
what?
dagger go.
This is
Remember,
happening
they're not
at multiple things at the same time.
He's
being healed.
fixing me.
I'm worried about
You just
you.
finished your attack at this point towards the
Release.
blob of eyeballs,
Yeah.
and you saw the dagger fly behind you, and you see Derek eyes just shoot open like, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, Derek?"
Well, first I'm gonna move towards Davros and ask him, "Are you doing this on purpose?"
That's what you're gonna do?
No, I just want to see if he's gonna respond or not.
Chocolate reaction.
Is he
That's blood spurting out of the
responding or
girl's
not?
chest. Are you doing that on purpose?
As he brings the dagger up and begins to go down.
That's what I thought. So parry and basically throw the dagger out of his hand.
Okay.
Parry and disarm.
Okay.
Parry and disarm.
Make a acrobatics check. I'm
No
just gonna say
problem.
for story-wise, make an acrobatics check and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
Please
The
roll.
battle of the
For
roads.
once in my life, please roll ass.
That's X.
That's not complete ass, but it's not great. 13.
Sorry, acrobatics for you.
Okay, 15.
15? Okay. You just barely hook the blade and use the hilt to knock it out. As it is a dagger with the blade, it's kind of hard to disarm him just with the blade itself. But you use the force of the blade to knock it out of his hand and knock the dagger into the wall.
Okay.
As the wall cracks.
Ugh.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw,
Yep.
as it is the end of your turn.
Wisdom saving throw. That's a 12.
Natural 12? Okay. Your eyes blink back to normal.
I don't believe that.
As
don't
for
like
a
this.
split second, this child had to die.
Where's this dagger at?
The dagger's on the wall,
In the
right
wall.
next to the boiling pot.
I
So
think
says
they're
the
trying to smash
hags.
that dagger.
I just want to leave now. I don't want to be here anymore.
So wait, where is the little statue? It's like in a little slot on the floor?
Remember
or?
that on
no.
the platform, there was a singular, the center area right towards this hand painted symbol.
Okay.
There's a small recessed area that had its blood. The blood solidified that kind of now wraps around the statue, but originally it was taken out. And
You brought him home.
as soon as you guys turn around the corners, as all of you turn around the corners to see what the fuck is going on, the child was lifted up by one hand and has just been wrenched up by one hand to stab it, but you saved her. You still have the hand of the girl, and she's just looking towards the floor with the matted hair just partially covering her face.
I let go of her and I'm taking my sword out to just baseball the fucking statue off the spot.
That's one way to use a sword.
Just
Make an attack with disadvantage, because that's not exactly the way you use a sword.
that's not how short swords are supposed to be
No,
used.
no.
Oh, I'm not gonna get worse than that.
Or just
Oh
kick it
my
off of it.
I wanted to leave as
And
soon
then my
as I
attack
thought
roll
it
would
was
have been
bad.
a 10.
Which is what you needed.
Oh!
Because it's in and out of the object.
We thought it's not gonna dodge.
Posted
Yeah.
on the wall. It's like, please hit me.
Yeah, I just
So you hit it? Where are you hitting it towards?
I'm fucking knocking it out of that slot.
Okay, you knock it out of the slot, and it hits the wall and lands right at the base, right at the corner of the exit area, or where you entered, and where the black fire is cooking.
Yeah, I put the sword back away. Just someone keep that fucking thing away from me.
As all of you hear chanting.
No. No.
I think it's
Okay.
time to leave
So-
now.
As you look behind and you see that stone statue, and just from that trough of blood, just ciphering it in, with each rune filling with blood as it just
No.
soaks
Can we
it
just
in.
run really fast?
Like towards the statue?
Yep, and going into the statue, up the statue, as you see the cracks of the statue filled with blood.
Fuck
As it
this
goes
shit,
up the
Anna.
body, into
I'm gonna get the
throat,
fuck out of
down
here.
the wings.
No.
Fuck
So-
this
As
shit, Anna.
one
Are you
leaves,
good?
two
Are you good?
leaves.
I'm good.
I
I'm
am
leaving.
kicking the,
I believe
the
it's time for
ingredients
Exodus.
off the pedestal.
Continuing on.
Okay,
I'm sorry. What's happening?
so
I am kicking the ingredients off the pedestal.
okay, it's a stone tablet that's just in the wall. First of all, and we're gonna go by item here. Okay,
Shit.
Let's not do that.
Oh shit.
when the DM says we're going to go item by item.
Because there is a negative effect for
each of them.
everyone.
Probably.
Do you go
Every
left to
single
right
item
or right
causing
to
to
left?
Oh no, it matters the order!
Oh god!
Oh my God.
Well,
I'm not going in order. I'm just kicking at random to stop the ingredients
Oh, God,
from filling
that's
into the
even worse.
statue.
Okay, then roll a d6 for me.
Oh god!
I hate every word that's being said.
Okay, fine.
I
So
fucking
let me
hate
hide my
all of
horns,
it.
guys.
Well, look, if it's drawing power from the ingredients, the idea is to get rid of the ingredients. So that's what I'm
Make
doing.
an, make an intelligence check, just to
Okay.
be nice.
All right,
okay?
fine.
Please.
5.
8.
Okay, that's
What do you roll for the d6?
1.
1. Okay. Yeah, that's
That's
gonna
fire.
be. Yeah, that's gonna be the purple moss.
Well, we'll find out. What?
Good thing I have all of these. Where is it?
I really hope people are following us.
Yeah, it seems like
I know I have
pretty
it.
sure I
I've been
realized
told
what
they-
happened.
I've been
and
told
I
they
was
can
gone.
go yet. I did something a long time ago, and I'm just.
What did you do?
Where is it? I
Stop
know, I
Maxwell
know,
picking me
I know. I had it.
But that was a
Plant.
minute ago now, so.
Yeah, I'm like GTFO. I just want to do a Eldritch Blast.
Make a
on the way out.
Constitution saving throw. I know that much. But for some reason, I can't find what
Someone
I
else
need.
picked up that kid. I don't trust myself anymore.
Oh, here it is.
17.
Somebody with a high wisdom.
17?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. As you kick the purple moss, it just flies in the air as a fine powder. And it gets into a little bit of the system as your vision just kind of goes sideways and sideways, left and right at the same time.
You're high.
As you just kind of stutter back and you just shake it off as something try to like just force you down.
Okay.
Would you like to continue?
Does it stop the growth of this whatever's
You
happening?
still see this. You still hear the chanting of 3,
Let's get out of
4
here.
people now, just coming from this statue as it just continues to siphon the blood through the runes of the center to its small platform that's recessed, and as the blood is just going up the statue, and you hear buzzing noises.
Is there a way to stop this, or
I'm heading out.
Okay.
As I get close to the door,
Okay.
I'm just going to turn and Eldritch Blast the pot to knock it over, and then head out.
that's
People
what I
are
was
still here,
thinking
are
of
inside.
doing next?
Yes, let's all
We
leave.
are leaving.
I assume
We are
everybody,
leaving.
everybody else is
As you
headed
turn
left.
around, you still see Derek inside. Is there anyone else inside?
I am already out, going up further.
And your brother's still inside.
If everybody else
you
is
said
leaving,
clear
I'm
the
asking
line.
what's the
You
best
said
way to
anything allowed, but
kill,
I-
stop this
Oh,
from
what are you
happening.
doing?
Hit it from range.
For a while, I've been trying to smash.
Then
the
I'm
back.
getting out.
Oh, he was going to smash the dagger. Sorry.
Yeah.
I do apologize.
A lot of things are happening.
So I was like that.
So yeah, while this is happening, you're trying to smash the dagger with Flan.
Yep.
Make an attack.
No, he's trying to smash it with his fist.
Oh, that's better.
That's very out of
Flan might get
character.
hurt.
16 to hit.
16, you hit.
15.
15, it shatters. Bone,
Okay.
blade, and all. Surprisingly easily.
Sweet. Then I'll go ahead and run towards the door. since my
What's the
brother-
best way to stop
My brother
this?
seems to have a very worried
All right.
expression.
Yes, we're heading
Alright.
further in.
Can I roll religion about anything that's happening?
This would definitely be a religion.
Okay. Alright, which way are we heading? Are we heading the way that we came or the way we're going next?
No, let's go.
Just-
Not the way we
let's carry-
came. Let's
let's
go
carry
the other
forward.
way.
Up.
Bad, bad. Infernal chanting. Bad. Flies. Bad. Blood.
That's
Bad.
another dice in the dice
So
jail.
does someone have a kid?
As
She was supposed to grab the kid.
Did you grab the kid?
If no one else is grabbing the kid, I'm
No.
just gonna do it.
the kid is just holding your hand right now, as you have not let go of the hand.
No, I did let go of her because I fucking baseball batted that thing out.
Oh, okay, okay. Then she was standing there.
But then
Then-
fucking sheath the
then
sword.
I-
I'm picking this bitch up and we're running.
So nice.
I'm getting the hell out of there.
Okay.
We're continuing further
At
in.
this point, everyone leaves as the infernal chanting grows ever, not louder than a whisper, but just loud enough to just pierce the back of their skulls.
But as I was leaving, and everybody's out, I hit that pot.
Blast
And
it!
We're
Blast
going
it,
up
trying to
the
knock
other corridor, right? Not
Yes.
Because it's just a
Not the one we
cauldron,
came
right?
in. We're going up the
Yeah, it's a cauldron. over.
That was my next.
It's like a massive, like 3 foot diameter.
Yeah, I'm trying to tip it over so
That was my
Okay,
next thing. Dump the cauldron.
Just roll an attack to see how well you're able to precisely do this.
19.
19. As you release a what bolt?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Force.
All force damage. Okay, yeah. You blast the black fire as it blasts open and then reforms, and it seems to then change colors to a royal green.
Ray of Frost and then leave.
Okay.
I'll try and
Again, it blasts and then reforms. Ray of Frost is necrotic.
No.
That one's
That's a
cold.
That's just
cold.
cold.
It goes into a white fire.
Oh, that's interesting.
Nice try.
Just turning back, that's very fascinating, but I'm not staying.
As
Yeah, no, I'll
Silas,
go.
Fuck this shit up.
It's not black anymore. That's got to mean something. I'm running.
The only other that was my next move was to
You did
dump the
something.
cauldron.
That's all that
but
matters.
Perhaps it would have just been better just to kick it over, but who knows?
Well, then it'd be.
No, then
But it doesn't sound like it's
color
gonna
return from my boot damage?
Blue.
But you would have been stuck to it probably.
So-
Yeah, right.
Heading down the other V
yeah,
is what
going
I'm
down.
The new one.
Not 10 seconds later, the whispering as it billows with various different voices and buzzing sounds. It sounded and then silence.
Oh, see, that worked.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm limited how fast I can run by what I can see.
Oh, wait, no, you're in the back.
You can run faster than me. You don't need to
I can't
outrun it.
see.
You just need to outrun
can't
the person
see.
next to you.
Now we
Make a
need to find
dexterity
some
saving
orcs.
throw, please.
Now we need to find some orcs so we can.
Everyone, make a dexterity saving throw.
Well,
please.
we got light. He's got the light.
I have light.
21.
Yes, make a dexterity saving throw. You were running through the bloody pig.
19.
16.
21.
6.
Okay?
14.
14.
3.
Can I have the marching order?
We had the marching order right here.
16.
So,
Well, I think I'm closer to the front
So,
now.
Okay, that is the current.
yeah.
No, that was the earlier one.
Well, I'm in the back. So
Yeah,
So,
he's in the
Sparks,
back,
what was
so
your
that makes sense.
dexterity saving throw?
Keep him in
I
the
was in,
back.
I was in the front. Or,
I think
no.
Derek
Sparks,
might have
what
been
was your
second to
dexterity saving
last.
Probably.
19.
19? Okay.
Derek is second to last. I'm not in front of Sonny. Yeah.
You're holding a child now, just to remember that.
Yeah, I'm very aware of that.
Sparks, as you're running through,
Use one
when
of
you
my
hit
bad
the
dice.
passage, everyone, when you hit the passage where it goes into a Y formation where you came from, and then wherever it goes, suddenly the floor gives way. As Sparks, you literally jump over it, combat roll, and get back up and see the other side. As the next person,
Me, right?
Wait,
No,
which
I wasn't
direction
first.
are we going? I thought we were going up.
well, there's only one passage.
I was
and
not
it went
first.
This way, but as soon as it hit the Y area, the floor seemed to fall.
I was not first.
Okay.
I was first.
Oh, what was your dexterity saving?
21.
21. You make it over, and then him.
Turtle.
16.
16. You just get over.
Varian.
Watch out, guys!
Mine was a 6.
6. Okay. As you just run, and you fall, and you hit your chest, and you tumble into the darkness. And that at that point, I would say you guys would stop running.
Varian!
Okay. Well, I've stopped.
I'll
You
get
have
the
a
new
child.
character out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Unless you
Risk,
got a tail, you ain't gonna be doing anything.
no, I'm not gonna risk jumping.
Can I grab
rolled,
his?
I rolled
Can
the
I
same
grab
as,
his
I rolled the same
feet
as
or
that,
arms
but-
before he slides
No,
down
the only ones to
hole?
be able to would be him.
You're right behind them.
You're-
I don't know. I don't
Who's
think
right
so.
Behind me.
I was right behind.
Then unfortunately, no, you're not close enough.
And Turtle's
Grab
right
his
next
feet!
to him. Turtle would be the
As
other
you
one.
have both hands on the child,
Yeah.
Never
I can't.
mind.
it's too late.
And
Well,
you can't try.
can I slide through under
Well,
his feet to grab
he-
the?
Oh shit. Go ahead.
You look
Flan would have
down
been behind me.
for a split second before it got.
Yep.
That's why I could grab the chain if he's hanging onto
It's
it.
too late. It's within 5 feet.
I'm gone.
I tried.
Sorry. You slide down into the darkness as you
For how
for about a few seconds.
do I have time to do an action?
I would say yeah.
Alright, then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spider Climb and try and stop myself from sliding down.
Okay, as you finish the spider climb, 100 feet, I need you to make a Dex save, athletics or acrobatics check as you're suddenly trying to stop yourself from sliding.
15.
15?
Slide a little bit.
I will say that you do take a couple points of damage as you're going from sliding from a very sharp angle to spider climb. Your ankles are gonna cry. You do take
Probably more if I didn't do this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 points of just
You're
general.
gonna suddenly
tear
stop
damage.
one way or
Crushing.
another.
Crushing.
Bludgeoning.
I would say bludgeoning.
But I would say this would be the less
as you just
painful
stop
way.
yourself very quickly.
The left
As you
side
look
takes
down
it.
and you see rain and thunder and spikes.
Yeah, that was gonna hurt a lot more.
Oh, rain. Oh, thunder.
So-
Spikes.
Let me guess.
So how they see me
About to go
coming
to a
up
huge
is
waterfall.
I throw a fly in the head,
Right
he
to the
somehow
bottom.
sticks to the wall, I pull myself
Right
up
to
and throw him
Exactly.
again until I come back out of it.
And through the sheer intensity, especially for you.
Like I had an action ready to go anyway, so okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just because you're in near the back of the area.
Yeah, I'm in the back.
Yeah, so you get to the front because it takes a few moments because it is a very tiny area. It's a 3 foot wide corridor. So after pushing yourself up to the front, and for a fear factor, for a moment your heart sinks and you're about to do something, and then suddenly you hear it.
Well, no, I was grabbing the rope, the 50 feet that's attached to him, and I was going to get ready to slide down.
And then suddenly you see Flan as you're taking out the rope and the head of a very familiar special elf.
I found a way out.
I grab Flan and go, sticky mud? And I hand you back his rope.
Yeah,
That goes outside. There's spikes up.
the rope on me. I still have it tied to me. It's just now lashed around.
Yeah, I was just going to grab that and then just slide down.
Yep.
That was my
I've got a
plan.
whole ass
That's what I
person
was
in my
ready to do.
arms. Just thank God. Or else.
How big is the pit between us now?
The pit is only 5 feet long, but it's 10 feet wide.
So to jump it is 10 feet.
5 feet.
5 feet.
5 feet. Oh, okay.
What about the other way?
The other
From
way-
where we are? Yeah.
Well, the right area
Yeah.
towards the area that you
That we
work in.
don't know. You said it split. We went
Yeah.
down one way and ran into the chamber. What about the other way?
Okay. There's right now where you're standing is 3 directions.
Right.
So where you came from is chamber fun time.
Right.
okay?
We don't want to go back
Yeah.
there.
To the right is back to the orc
The
tent area.
Okay. Right.
And to the left.
What's the third
No
one?
fucking idea.
I got a
But
great idea.
is
Do
it
you help me
possible
across
with
this?
it?
Yeah. You just have to jump a little bit and get over. The only reason why this trap
You got
got
the
you is
sticky?
because you guys were rushing away from something.
Okay.
He's got sticky mud. He's going to help me across.
Okay.
Grab the little girl, help her across, then help everybody else.
With
So I
with
stick
this
him to the
massive
wall and I
battle
swing
here-
back and forth, bring everyone across.
I'm gonna, yeah,
place,
with that, you
grab,
guys get across.
place,
Which side are you
grab,
going
place.
towards?
Are we heading back to the orc encampment, or are we going forward in the direction that goes up that we don't know about? Or is it going up or not?
I'm
To
still
the left,
searching.
as far as you can see with your dark vision, it's going slightly down. But if it had anything like the right area, yeah, I mean, it went all over the place.
I'm heading where I do not know because I'm still searching.
New way.
New way? Okay. You guys get down that chamber.
Father's in here somewhere.
Are you doing? Who's leading?
I think I'm going to
Why don't we
this
let the
time.
scout lead?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm gonna head towards the front as well.
Who wants to be in the front?
Then
Who's
pass
got
off
dark
the kid.
vision?
Do we want tank or do we want? I have light.
Right. Who's got dark
He
vision?
doesn't need it.
Right. So let's let him scout ahead.
I'm going to be right next to you.
Okay, right behind me it is.
Yeah,
And you've
Between
got the
two
light.
tanks.
because the kid shouldn't be up front.
No, they shouldn't.
Who's taking the kid then?
I'm up in the front toward it.
I
I
can't
can
carry
go
it.
ahead.
Are we in the front?
Someone needs to take her.
I will take her.
Okay, you're in the back anyways.
And I kind of like, once I hand her off to you, even though she's completely fucking catatonic, I take her face in my hands like, this is not hallucination. This is real. You are going to be okay.
Move me up.
No response.
No, I didn't expect a response.
It's weird
Doesn't matter.
how she just latches
One more
on to
time.
whatever she's
Yeah,
like
one
within
more
or
time.
grabs
Right.
her hand or
'Cause I would've
whatever.
been able to
Almost like
grab you.
she's been trained in a loose sense,
Ah.
but like trained in like if you don't do this,
Bad things.
something happens.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
So
going to
we're
use
getting
my
this
second
kid
one.
out of here one way or
So-
another. I'm shooting ahead and I'm stealthing.
as everybody's trying to rearrange, I reach in, grab some meat from one of the rations, just hand it to her, and maybe the biscuit.
Is it okay?
Yeah, she doesn't grab it. Do a charisma check. Just a straight up charisma check.
Okay. Wow, that's gonna be terrible.
While we're
Sorcerers
we're
are never
organizing, I'm gonna use my second wind.
Yeah, watch
Okay.
this time I failed miserably though.
Whee!
Where's my good die?
Is it 10? Alright.
27.
Wow. Jeez.
A charisma check.
I'm sorry, 23. I was doing
Okay, I was gonna
persuasion.
say unless you.
I was
have a-
doing persuasion.
Yeah.
23.
For the moments that you've had, a few moments that you've had with her, her eyes were just straight, unmoving, unflinching, unblinking for the most part. Her blinks are slow and not paired, so it's like one eye after another. She glimpses at the food and just slowly takes it.
Okay.
Doesn't say anything, but just slowly gnaws on it, like
Oh,
not like hungrily, but just like slowly.
and a teddy bear.
Teddy bear.
I make a teddy bear.
She's a young girl. How old does she look?
Prestidigitation.
That part only lasts one turn.
Last one turn, I just do it, and then.
Her eyes flinch towards it, but seem to be focused on the food.
But question, like, how old does she seem? Seem pretty young. Right?
She seemed like 8, 9.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm shooting ahead in stealth.
I know.
Not great.
Are you looking for our traps?
What?
Or what are you looking for?
No, I'm going ahead in stealth.
Okay.
Do you
So
want
what's
me
your
to?
stealth?
Do you want me to roll for check for traps as well?
It's up to you.
Yeah, now I want to.
Okay. I kind of,
You mean you always
I
want
messed
to?
that one up.
My stealth roll is an 18.
Okay.
And
18,
then
and then your investigation check.
investigation is a nat one.
Okay. So you're about 20 feet ahead of everyone.
I'm gonna die.
You guys are marching on 10, 15, 20, 30 feet as you're going up and then down. As you're going down. And then suddenly you hear, you guys, Davros, you hear something of something given away and followed by, ah!
Bye, Davros.
Davros!
See, this is why you get have 10
You're
lead.
the thief. You're supposed to be able to see
He's
these.
not a
Make a
thief, he's a
dexterity
scout,
saving
which
throw.
means he has
Davros,
even
make a
less.
fucking dexterity saving throws.
A fucking dexterity saving throw.
Why did you go
Fucking
ahead?
dexterity. That's 15.
15?
Yeah.
As you put your hand onto the wall, the walls are slick. Very fucking
Holy
slick.
shit.
As you just slide down, as your hands go numb with white hot pain of the not refined walls. So it's just as you land on soft dirt. No, like just a chamber of soft dirt. As the chamber above you, as you see small little dagger like teeth pop out and then something slowly
Can I perception anything around me in this room?
roll perception.
Perception is going to be a 20.
Ah!
Oh, fuck.
A 23.
That's a
23.
minute.
As you're looking around in the 5 foot
Can I find the door?
hole that you're in,
Is the whole
Can we find
Can
it?
we find the door?
you're seeing a bunch of tiny holes, maybe about finger size, hundreds of them at your feet.
Is the door open?
For the spikes. Yeah, but what?
The cupboard's still open.
Like at the sides of them. And you notice the soft dirt is very powdery.
Do we see the door open from
As
the
you guys
top?
go around, you heard something happen. You see, make a perception check.
I grabbed the rope first, and then I run to where he was, getting ready to run down and get him with my sticky mud.
12.
Well, Devil's dying again.
Why does he keep
Damn
trying to die?
20. So
I'm walking over.
Okay,
and I
well, you
assume
have
it's
the
open.
light, so that
So,
makes sense.
okay, yeah.
Right here.
No, the Sparks, the funny thing is you're so big that you still have to crawl through it. So you're going through it and you're like the second person in line. So you keep going, where is he? Where is he? And then suddenly the pit opens, but you're so big you can't really fit in it. And you see a lowering hatch that has like a rope attached to it, and you see a rope
I found
at the
it!
very top that's slowly descending.
You're up there, Ian.
Grab the rope.
You grab the rope. I'll go get him.
Got the rope.
No, that rope.
Which rope?
The rope that's lowering the.
Oh my god, grab the
I
fucking
run
rope.
down.
We have a goddamn timer.
I don't fit!
You can grab the rope.
Oh, shoot. There we go.
Make a strength check.
Oh, that's easy.
Actually, make a strength saving throw.
Yay. Critical fail.
How? Actually, how? Why, God? Someone grab the rope!
Can I stick the rock into the mechanism?
Stop.
I would suggest using both hands, not one.
Hold on.
For the love of God.
Sparks. I'm
Then
gonna
you
pause.
pause.
For a moment. Yeah, pause for a moment. Sparks. Who's directly behind you?
Yes?
You? Okay, you just suddenly hear a loud grinding sound as he's just sucked into the ground.
Oh no, you're gonna land on top of the thing and push the spikes on me
As
faster!
you fall to your
break it.
feet, as it is only a 5 foot by 5 foot chamber, as you're just being ground into the walls, as Davos, you see sparks right from above as it makes a loud metal on rock grinding sound.
And literally
As it's,
making lots of sparks.
It's literally making lots of sparks, and then suddenly stops
Ed, come help me bring him back out.
as you are now lodged into the hole.
I believe I have jammed the mechanism.
Yeah, that would be a good.
I don't want to pull him out yet because
Davros, can you hear
I
me?
don't want to pull him out yet.
Yes?
Are you alright?
The
Emotionally or physically? Ah!
Can I try and jam up the mechanism up here with Flan?
well, right now you see Sparks' legs.
Well, I'm kind of
And-
taking up the whole.
and-
No, really around me.
Yeah, so you see, oh my god, you see his legs, and he's kind of pushed over, and his shoulders are definitely wedged into the fucking area.
How are we gonna get out of this one?
Can we, is there a way to
You see
lash
a
rope around
mechanism
the
that
cage
looks-
that's going
That
down?
looks like
And lift
is
it up.
meant to make an investigation check.
I'm just like this right now.
So that's intelligence, right?
Just
Yes, I know.
Can Flan help me?
I'm right behind him. Can I push up and look?
Yes, of course. Make an investigation check.
I'm trying.
just spread the legs. Spread the legs.
Yeah, no, that's a 9.
That's a 9. You might have had a chance if Sparks didn't do what he did and how he did it. You're not quite sure how to switch. As the thing again.
Is there a reset switch or something?
Yeah, there. Yeah,
make,
is there a
make an
counter
investigation check
lever
as
or
you look
somewhere?
around. Those that are
Can
upstairs,
I try to move it all?
make another strength check at disadvantage because you are wedged
15.
and restrained.
15, looking for a reset switch.
Fuck.
I'm also looking for the reset switch, and I rolled a.
Saving? Strength
Is
saving.
this off of intelligence or what?
Yes,
Okay, so I rolled a 19.
19. So, what was your strength?
9.
9. As you fall another 5 feet, is now maybe 10 feet above your head. As it's getting closer and closer to Davros, you guys desperately try to scour the walls looking for any reset switch. As you push past Sparks, kind of stepping on his ass and feet before he gets swallowed completely.
I'm just holding onto the rope, just trying to find someplace to stop myself.
Yeah. You go to the other side and you find nothing as he joins you, as Derek joins
Thanks for the
you,
pause.
and you quite literally stop him and just look up and to your left. That keeps falling. And you see 2 symbols. You see what languages do you know?
I know Common and Dwarven.
Okay.
Common, Elvish, Draconic, and
What?
an Abyssal.
An abyssal. Not abyssal.
I know
It's
something.
definitely, you would know, because you know abyssal, you know that would be infernal. Yeah, this would be infernal writing. But make another investigation check,
Well,
both of you if you wish, to try to decipher what you need to do.
Some of that one, but I don't want to say that one
Oh, it looks kind of like, yeah.
because
Where's
of
your
my
languages?
category.
I wanted to leave when we found
This
out
die
it
was
had.
working
I wanted
fantastic
to go
today.
that
was
way
doing
that we
great.
knew.
And now
Oh yeah, I never see everything else.
It fucked me, it fucked you. Why do you always have to die? I don't understand this.
Keep quarters, why not kill them?
It's every single
But
campaign
everybody ran away.
we go out on.
So,
I need to just stop.
Making
Three
a
times
nice
now.
check.
3 times
Like
now.
the orcs.
Was it twice in this one game? You've almost done it?
19.
okay,
more than that.
yeah,
I think killing them would help you.
knowing that it's infernal,
Yeah.
it needs blood.
What do you mean it needs blood to trigger it?
No, it needs blood to stop it.
How many hit points are you willing to give to it?
6.
6? Sparks, you fall another 5 feet.
Can I make another strength saving throw?
Make another strength saving throw, yeah?
At disadvantage, I assume?
Disadvantage because you are restrained at
Yep.
this point.
Restrained and crap. Yeah, just
Upside down.
upside down. No where to really grab. Yeah, all sorts of bad. Okay, that's good. It was a nat 20 and a 21.
21, okay. You stop it as it begins going 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, as it just.
Can I like hold on to his foot too so he doesn't go too far?
What's your
Can I-
strength?
12.
Okay,
I'm
and
trying
then-
to-
I'm just trying to do
As you guys all
anything.
attempt to start pulling him and resist him as best as you can as your feet dig into the floor, you place your hand on the sigil as you feel the blood. It's just sucking up the blood. And then suddenly, there's the rope at the very top. The rope goes slap. And then the platform hits your face. And then suddenly a loud creaking noise again.
If we pull him off before he gets smashed to the ceiling.
Just the longest, most drawn out noise. Of
High
him
five.
Slowly
We did it.
It's a whole Galaxy Quest moment.
Yeah, it really is. And Davros, it's amplified in your area.
I'm just down here like, good job.
I look over at everyone else. We're being stealthy.
Sure!
I
Now can I run down and get him?
I go over about that much. the cut on my hand.
It seemed to sap blood out of your veins, actually.
Yeah, but there's got to be a cut, right?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, there's a cut.
You look pale.
Ah.
So I would say, for the sake of just simplicity, you get them out, both of them, with this.
Freak show.
Oh, I don't think those scratches are coming out.
You do
my friend.
notice that the child, she was just kind of sitting in the corner with both of her hands over her ears.
Yeah, I would do
Honestly,
that too.
I just need to polish my armor when we get home. That's all I need.
He is
My sticky
scratched
muscle
the
active, I
hell.
don't know.
It almost looks like he was a scratching post to a bunch of cats.
I look no different from a warforged that has gone through battle.
You look,
No, then,
you look a
onward.
little different than one that has gone through a normal battle.
Davros,
Shall we continue?
how are you doing?
Once I'm up there, I'm just. You know, I don't even have a reaction to it anymore.
You know,
I'm
Yeah.
tired. Can we take a quick breather?
I think you're supposed to check for the traps, not fall into them.
Sonny,
I was trying, but I have
Not hard enough!
I have no excuse actually. That was on me.
Can we just,
That was
can
on
we
the
just
fucking.
rest a second real fast before we go?
Everyone on your feet, shudder.
Never mind.
No,
Sonny,
sorry.
All of you this time.
I am walking. Taking care to step over
Let
the
us
place.
continue on our way.
10. Davros,
No.
We're going.
Sonny,
you feel
you did good, and we move
a
on.
warm presence.
Nope, no I haven't.
Almost like an abusive father.
How's that a warm presence?
Hatred. Heating of hatred.
Oh, that one. Got it.
But yet, surprised.
Did we survived?
Yeah.
That is all you feel at this point. As you just fight it off, and it seems to let you go. So, as you guys continue through this pathway, not as narrow as the other one, but still pretty narrow, causing you to get on your hands and knees and going sideways. You guys are a lot more cautious, I presume, while continuing forward. You don't find any more traps, but as you continue forward, a little bit of water is trickling inwards. Not a lot, but just ever slightly, like almost like every now and again, like a wave comes forward and just like spills over. As you go, as it goes, continues upward and over, you find yourself in another hidden cavern. Small, but sickening looking. As who's the first one that goes over?
Not me.
Me.
Sparks. As you reach over
Right behind.
and get your head up and over, you find almost like a pool. That it's a cave that is partially submerged, and there's not a lot of stuff around here except in the walls and floor, the ceiling are metal spikes jammed into the walls that have chains that lead down to corpses, people, and remains. As you see 1, 3, 5 people just chained up and just right now unconscious, as one of them hearing this ungodly amounts of scraping and horrific noises. Actually, none of them would be asleep at this point, as all 5 eyes are just laying on you as they just see the glowing of the 4 eyes coming out from this small little hidden cave.
No, that's not creepy at all.
Yeah.
And I have 13 charisma.
What they see is just a face that came through the wall.
Well,
It's an illusion from
isn't
this
there
side.
also the light from the shield still?
The light doesn't pass through the barrier.
Yeah, so they just see the face through the wall. I'm going to just look around, make sure there's nothing that's imminently going to kill me, and slowly step out.
Sploosh, sploosh. It's about ankle high water, but they're just sitting.
Does it look okay?
Shield up, sword drawn, looking around, anything.
As soon as the light hits their faces, and they're just physically shaking from the constant thunder and lightning, and you notice that there's blood on the corner of where you came through, and actually you don't even know that because it's such shit. Yeah,
I still have a passive of 10.
Yeah, that's shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
my point exactly.
It's average.
Yeah.
Considering I have a 6 wisdom, it's not bad.
As a dwarven fellow that's chained up arms and legs onto the wall, as he just looks at you and seems to recognize, hey, and he starts making a lot of noise.
I see you, I see you. Congratulations, you are being rescued.
Okay, I come through the wall.
I pissed myself just now. You're scary as ever, but I love you right now. Get me out of here. Please get me out of food. Please get me out of food.
We are here for everyone.
Yes, I told her we said. You know my ankle.
It is alright, everyone out.
I come through the barrier as well.
Okay, one by one, you eventually get out with a small child.
Okay, so who do we recognize anybody from this group, or are they just warriors from the village? Civilians? Fighters?
No warriors. They did not take the warriors.
I-
As you go from
warriors
5
they killed.
people that are
Right.
here,
I'm just
it looks
asking.
like you find 2 women and 4 males. One of them being dwarf, the rest of them being human. And they are, each one seems to be shackled up, for the most part with bits of metal that have been reused and just been placed over their arms and legs, with the dwarf being the most secure.
I will take care of the shackles.
Okay.
I can
You go up
start
to the
helping.
shackles. You don't notice any key rings. You don't even notice any keyholes. It looks like just bent metal.
Oh, so thieves' tools aren't going to help with this?
No.
Okay, so Derek and I are going to sit this one
It's orcs. What do
out.
you expect?
Please
The
stop
restaurant.
for the love of God.
So Derek, let's keep people company.
Is my father there?
Looking from one to one, your father is not there.
Or at least the
You
corpse on the
notice,
ground.
you notice a couple of the couple of cultists that are remaining there. You notice that. Okay, so it's not just bent metal, but it's also bindings. But those are for the weaker individuals, of leather and cloth.
So we can cut those.
You can cut those easily. The dwarf has the ones that are just bent in metal, which he was the most
Actually,
annoying
your thieves
saw there.
kit will help. You have crowbars now.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes.
Yeah,
you
it's
said
not
that.
just lockpicks. It's
Yeah.
a couple of
But going one by one, you notice that two of the females you know about them, you help them with the local lifting, especially since they are
Baker.
no, because their husbands aren't around, and yeah, they can't lift, but you can lift.
There you go.
Yeah.
The term is Bob.
Bob.
Except they don't operate on batteries.
Where I happen to be standing, and 1 5-foot square else, I remove the water.
You remove the water.
Yeah.
You notice the water is constantly pouring in from the rain outside.
No,
I'm holding my shield up as a.
but shaped water
Sure, yeah.
moves it from there and keeps it away for a period of time.
Okay. You hear the drumming outside. You get the people out. That's fine. Fine.
Can they tell us where the other prisoners were taken by any chance?
The dwarven that you got here. I ain't coming there to touch water or hell something.
Water.
As he tries to stand up and then goes down on his knees. Hold on. As he starts hitting his legs a few times, he gets up and goes down again. I'll just sit here for a moment.
Wasn't that the cleric?
Can you turn it down just a little bit? Thank
Did
you.
someone pick up his holy symbol in the mud?
What?
Oh, did someone pick up a solar cell?
Yeah. Hi. Y'all here, by the way. They took all of our holy symbols. Apparently, this location was not fit for other gods. So they took
shit.
anything that resembled holy symbols and they tossed them. The rest of the people, well, a lot of the children that I took, they went down that hole that you just came out of. We thought that was a death pit that you should never go through.
It is.
Of a red
We
witch.
have rescued
What was your holy
one.
symbol?
A red-skinned witch, okay?
What was your holy symbol?
My holy symbol was to celebrate.
Oh. Well.
Yes, I'm a dwarf that doesn't follow Torah, right? Back me.
What is what?
Oh, I just created one.
Is this?
Hand it to him for a second.
How do you create it?
Prestidigitation until the end of my next turn. You can cast a spell. There you go. It's a trinket. You got a second to cast it, it'll disappear.
What?
Cast a spell.
He kind of just
You
looks
use it as
perplexed for a moment
focus.
and he kind of just holds it for a moment.
Please, Eric.
Please. And he just.
Worth a try.
Is this the dwarf? Is this the dwarf?
Yes, this is the.
Yeah, he's one of the people we're looking for.
He's not the same dwarf, right?
Is this the dwarf that
The
saved
cleric.
that saved
It's
my
Bogan,
brother?
right?
Yeah.
No, it's Yahir. You know, now that you got a. Of course.
It's one of the guards.
Different guy.
He's a.
Right.
It looks like he had finer clothing on him, but it's just.
Oh, this isn't the drunken dwarf?
No, this is not. He's actually
the guards.
quite ripped underneath it, and it looks like he does ab work all day. His fingers are surprisingly soft, and it looks like that he had a lot of rings on his finger until recently. So there's like you know where you don't wear something on the rings, and you notice that there's this definitely something supposed to be there.
Right.
That's why you're able to tell right away. And his beard has been cut off, either by intention by himself or messily cut off by someone else. And his hair as well.
Is there any other dwarfs that you've seen?
Have you seen my father?
Questions.
Answer them quickly. We have no time.
Here, I'll get out some of my rations and just kind of pass them around, a little bit around to the different
As he
people.
just starts eating it and takes it over and takes it to the two of the women.
I'm holding my shield up.
I'll give my last 4 rations to these guys.
They need it greedily. Jake, Draven, Caden, and Skylar. Thank you. Can we leave? I want to leave.
Where's?
Do you know where the
where
directors
the
look
others were taken? Other than children, you said the
He
children
just
went down
points
that lane.
up towards the drumming. None of them have come back.
What's the way up? Do you see a way up?
They climb up as far as I can tell. Most of the time they took the people that they want to take and they wrap it around with a bunch of rope, put them on the back, and quite easy just right up there.
Where are they
Right.
holding
On
them?
what?
In a cage?
The orcs.
Round it up.
The wolves!
How
The
high
dire
did the
wolf.
chains go? No, the DM.
Wolves
Question.
don't climb.
How high did the chains go up That's the wall.
There are no chains.
No chains?
What are you talking
I
about?
thought you said they were chained to the wall.
Oh, to the wall. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought you meant like there's a chains on the outside. No.
How far did they go up?
Maybe 5 feet. They're only like stabbed to the wall and stuff like that. Basically anchor points so that prisoners.
Is that thing still
Spider
working?
climb.
Second fly?
Hmm?
Can you step up the spider climb?
How long has it been since I filled down the hole?
It's been roughly about an hour.
So the answer's no.
So no.
Or if we took a short rest, you could probably do it again.
I don't think we have time for that.
Were they
Try
holding
not
him in
to.
a cage until they take them up to the top of the mountain?
Yeah. This is the cage. As he just mentions around it.
How
So,
often?
so you're basically all that's left?
Was my
Yep. I hope not, but yeah.
Was Charles down here?
You
You were at the bar multiple times.
Yes, I know. Yes.
You may have been drunk.
He was here an hour ago.
Did they take him?
Yes, he took him.
Up?
Up the mountain.
Oh, the mountain.
I start climbing.
Okay, you start going towards the door.
I'm going up.
Yeah, you start going towards the entrance of this cavern. And as the water is still pouring in, as you hear the drum sounds, as you hear, as the lightning seems to be reaching the apex of its moment, as this ritual has been going on for hours. You put your head outside as you hear this scream over the thundering voice. Not hearing the body, not seeing the body yet. As you begin to go outside, this thunderous, booming voice among the drums. Strange. Louder, almost like as if it's carried by the thunder itself between each strike. Where are you? Where you're hiding?
Well, we kind of got lost.
Looking for us.
Been
As-
shit, sir.
This is happening.
I'm not sure we want to give them a prize.
Is there anything you wish to do, and how would you like to proceed as you're heading towards the entrance? And even the door goes, as weakly going in front of you. Sparky!
Still walking.
Sparky!
You have
He's
until
just
I get
kind
to
of
the
putting
door.
his hands on your hips right now. Hips.
You have until I get to the door.
Yeah.
Basically.
Sparky. Hey. As he's just kind of smacking.
Still walking.
Fuck you.
Speak.
Sparks.
You can speak, or I'm not going. I'm not
Sparks.
going.
Sparks, don't go out there unless you're ready. Look at you! Have you even looked yourself in the mirror?
We're not ready for this.
We need at least to take a break real quick and get healed up.
Take your time.
We need to regroup.
and get your fucking head together, because I'm not gonna die here, alright? You're my best ticket out of here, along with you folk! I'm gonna tell you everything that I know, which is not cat shit. I already did. As he kind of,
Do they?
as he just puts his hand on his mouth.
If we don't rest, I won't be able to.
How many people are hurt at this point?
You are hurt too. You need rest.
Okay, let's not rush into things. Let's take a short rest and then proceed
Just a half hour.
with what we need to do.
I like this.
If this
How
half
long
hour
do
causes my
these how
father's
long do
death.
these rituals last?
They've been going all day, every day. It's Parker.
But do they start or stop? I mean, have you noticed any starting or stopping from the
Sunrise
rituals?
to sunset.
Get this.
I
Okay.
will take the half hour. If this half hour causes my father's death for sorcery,
You
I will
can't
never-
stop it by yourself. And this group is
if
not
this half
ready to go
hour
up.
causes my father's death, the only person that has shown me any compassion since I have come to being, the unknown has.
I have sworn to bring your father back, if possible. I think this is the wisest course of action. I don't think waiting a half an hour will affect anything, and I doubt they probably save the sacrifices to the end of the ritual. If the ritual lasts 12 hours or till sunrise to sunset, then we probably still have some time.
I do hear spirits. Not from the tumble of the children. looking at the child, are you still holding Davros?
No, Derek has her.
Sorry, you're still holding.
No, he
No,
did.
Derek's holding
Oh,
the gift.
Derek's had her
Derek,
for a
sorry,
bit.
I do apologize. Just kind of patting on the back.
Uh-huh.
This is a dark place. This is our home, alright? I pray for you. I hope that you can do what you're meant to do. And I don't recognize you, honestly. I mean, you're kind of cute. I mean, you're menacing, but you're kind of cute. Now you're just...
I am what I am. It's what I'm meant to be. What I was built for.
Look, Sparks. Don't become a monster just because you're fighting monsters, right? But still.
Had that happen once already.
Clearly, I cannot.
Half hour, no more.
A half hour.
Half hour.
There's no way to.
I hold my shield up.
For what?
Well, we're inside.
You're inside right now. You have cover.
And we have the tunnel
Good.
behind the illusion tube.
Good. Eventually, that's.
Can one of the ladies take care of the little girl since we're going to in combat?
It was
Oh,
dry on the
wait a
other side
second.
of the illusion, right?
Wait a second. Now she's clean.
All dry.
Yeah, Jake, a young, maybe 16-year-old lady.
Figured she could get 30 when we're trying.
Young lass, skinny, looks pretty starved right now, but it's only been a few days, but you know. Comes over. Yeah, I'll take it. Takes the child.
Okay, thank you.
Looks at the child. Just kind of hugs her.
It was dry on the other side of the illusion, right?
Yes, but it's like it's not big enough, really big enough for you.
Yeah,
There's like a cork in it.
He doesn't need to be dry as much as the prisoners do necessary.
The cold does
So
not.
we can
the
get
cold
the-
rain does not really affect me.
At least where they can.
Yeah,
I could care less
he
about
just
standing in the
looks at
rain.
you, looks at the hole. I'm not fucking doing that thing.
It's dry.
I don't fucking care. I've
People
got
go
6
in.
children dragged into that thing. I hear their screams every day.
Well,
Is there?
we know where they were dragged to, and that was actually pretty far away.
And
Yeah,
what's
that's
making
not
you
the
feel better.
direction to go to get out.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's.
We should. Is there some way we could make some kind of a basket or something and we can lower them down to the ground?
Yeah, after we do what we do upstairs.
Right.
have our exit
So
plan
you
already.
guys can stay put here while we try to take care
We
of
have our
the.
exit plan.
I was just trying to figure
I'm
out
the
where
most
we could
capable
stay
one
for
here.
half an hour.
Listen.
I'm the most capable one here. So, when you go up there and create a ruckus, I'm gonna take these people and go.
There is
That
no-
sounds like a plan.
I'm not gonna look. Going up there, the number I counted is in the at least 30s.
I strongly recommend you either wait for us because we have an escape plan.
And there's a red elven witch.
Heck,
We will only take but a minute.
Red Elven Witch, you need to tell us more.
Everything you know.
I'm not very good at this stuff, especially when they drug me out.
Do you
I'm
know
saying colors like dead.
any symbols at all? Any symbols at all?
Symbols. Yeah.
Writing?
Yes. Writing. Symbols. The big one, the warlord, call him Nag, the sacred. What a weird glitch. As he just kind of thinks for a moment. As I have to flip. Oh, it's back here. His name is not Sacred Wrath. He one of lightning eyes. Very tall, obscenely massive compared to everyone else. It seems to have the most control of everything else. He had a symbol of a wolf biting a tattoo of a wolf biting a storm on his back. Hopefully that is enough for you. And also,
Tattoo of
can I
a
roll
wolf on his-
religion about the?
yes, and you can roll a survival.
Can we roll our hit dice since we're in the midst of our rest? Or is
This is while during the short rest. Yes, you can take a short rest at this time.
Yes!
Nice.
I get everything back on shore.
Oh, my D8's coming in for
You need
me.
to roll.
They're making up for all the shitty D20 rolls all night.
I
Okay, I'll
rolled a
take
15
those.
for religion.
3 dice.
15 for religion.
Yeah.
Okay, so
See that?
you don't get more on the religion, but
Double sevens for
the,
my hit point.
6, 7,
the
8.
religion symbol for high thing is quite literally a thundercloud with a a storm cloud with a lightning strike. So a wolf biting it is probably something of a combination of their tribe, the Orcs tribe people, and the religion-based society that they have.
Have I heard or seen anything of this?
Did you roll survival?
No, I haven't. Yeah, 9. No, wait. Survival has one more now, but it's not going to be very good. Nope, it's only a 9.
He begins to continue on. Progressive drums, day and day, nothing but drums, celebration, loud chanting.
Did you get the impression of what they're trying to accomplish here with these rituals?
Please their god, which is apparently sacrificing us.
Okay.
I failed to see how that's pleasing, but
Yeah.
Well, there's good.
And I think those nags decide that.
Some gods are nice, some are assholes.
I think those nags in the mountain here or in this hill
Now,
are
my
Hags.
orcish is,
hags.
hags
my
are
orc-
feeding off of
Nag is the one guy.
the scraps that are left.
Probably.
No,
hag.
I
Yeah.
don't think so. I think the hags are involved
At least 2
because
hags.
they're taking the children down.
Oh yeah, that red bitch has been taking children and
The
brought
red bitch is the hag. So
This is the only child I've seen that survived from the area that we've been changing. I don't know if there's
assuming
another
the
chain
generals
we
are the
haven't
ones who
yet.
failed their
Any
adult
of those
test.
other children that you
They
worked at?
she's the one having the
Waiting
orcs
to
go down and do the raids to collect the people to bring them back.
Yep,
Yep.
she's gonna die.
Eventually.
Oh.
One day.
So that is likely what is happening. The hags are having the orcs
But-
raid the towns in the area to.
30 against 7 is not good odds, and they have dire wolves.
Yeah, but we got stuff.
We're
I
gonna need a lot of
have-
We
stuff.
have Sunny.
I have 12 poison arrows.
Okay.
Well, that's a
good
start.
right there.
So there's 12 people.
Oh,
I'm back up to full.
Given my
You're
track
going to
record
have
for
to
the
do
past couple of years,
surprise.
I
You're
would
going
take
to have to
on
do
one person.
surprise.
So far, we have not
think-
been really good about surprising.
No.
They know we're coming. They're waiting. There's only one way to get there.
But
And we need light to see the way up
we
the
can,
cliff to
but
get up
hopefully
there.
we can use their
door.
their
Door or cliff?
ceremony
It's a
as a
cliff.
distraction.
it's a door / cliff. It's a cave entrance.
We're basically up on the hill. There's an opening where they kept the prisoners, and then the cave goes up to the top.
On the outside, yeah.
At least that's
So
how I'm picturing it.
We have 2 ways to go up there. We can go up or we can go through the door.
No.
No.
You go out the door and you go up.
Yeah,
It can't be a sheer thing because direwolves can't do sheer.
no.
So it's a walk up.
But obviously, they can climb a lot better
So it's
than
an
we
arena.
can.
That'll be fun.
No, it's a top of a mountain.
An arena.
The boss battle.
Yes, it is the boss battle.
This is the rest area before the boss battle.
Yep.
This is the
Do
bonfire.
my
The bonfire, the place you save, the
kids
things you
so
save.
give me
you know,
any kind of
I'm just sitting
push-ons
We
there.
have
on
not
that
gotten
8
enough,
climbing
like,
wall.
Health
Do you have a
potions or
climbing kit?
anything.
We have one.
Well, I've got it.
Something
Yeah,
tells us
We're
when
on
we get back to
we're on
town
expert
we're going to be
mode.
raiding a few shops.
Yes, we're in expert mode. We only get 1 health potion.
To share
Awesome.
between the 7 of us. Each of you take a sip.
Gets you 3 hit points.
I've only used one
I've already made
Okay.
I've already made my pitch.
Can I use the short rest to change into the studded leather and see how it fits?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Should I take off
So my armor class would go up by 1 then?
Yes. It's 12 plus units.
Yeah, I like the fact that you've been walking around in the Rockman outfit.
I'll keep
Yeah.
it off of this.
Well, you definitely have a climbing
That's not
pole.
the.
Can I call you Rocky?
Rocky Balboa.
Anyway, I'm gonna go
Who's
just,
ready to go?
walk around because walking around feels awesome! Doesn't feel like I need to piss out blood. Don't know.
Do whatever makes you feel good.
That
Likewise to
sticky
you.
stuff you have.
Uh,
Is it just how much of that can you generate?
Because that
Well,
was-
well,
and it
flying
turned off
helps me
everything.
with it, and it works for me for an hour.
we have
So that's not
different
something like you
technical
can
issues with speaking.
Do for
Paste on
everyone?
the hands to help us.
No, I don't have enough for one. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, we should at least have a tactical plan.
I say we go up there, survey it as best we can, and then strike from a distance to take as many out as possible.
I pull out the runic mark. Do you want me to try this when we go up there?
But since I don't strike from a distance,
I strike from a distance,
You
but
strike.
it sounds to me like the top of this mountain isn't going to have a lot of room. And if they've got 30 orcs up there, plus direwolves, plus whoever they're sacrificing, I don't think we're going to have that option.
We either kill them all, or we kill them all, or we kill them all, or we kill
Or
them
we
all.
all die.
Or you push them over the cliff.
Just 300 style, right?
Well, you can work at it one at a time.
We are we are few, but we are mighty.
No, you're mighty, and we'll back you up.
They are many, but they are mightier.
So they blew this horn, and then those wind creatures attacked us.
Well, it's worth a try,
wonder.
but
Well, yes.
Have you attuned to it?
He's been carrying it around for a day.
I don't know what that means.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Per day?
Can I Arcana the horn? Since we're
You can attempt again.
I've never attempted before.
Yeah, you have. Once.
I have.
Oh. Yeah, you have one.
you
So there's
identified it. You identified
You
it
said it
as
was a
magic.
It's a
a-
horn.
Said it was a
Oh.
horn.
Yes, it's a magical
Look
horn
at that again.
of some sort.
Nope, that's a horn.
It's still a horn.
It's the unknown horn of
I said it's a horn, and it's still a horn.
Astoundingly enough,
No,
it is
I'm-
still, in fact.
So,
I got
you want me to
9.
try it or no
Like,
when we
But
start?
right now,
When
don't
we
do it
start.
when we
Sure.
When we start, give it a try.
When we start.
Good.
If it
I'm
attacks
good at
us,
playing
we're fine.
horns.
If it attacks anything else, fantastic.
I mean, we're already a little bit fucked.
Personally, I'd rather hear something other than those dang drums. So
I'm really good with the horn. I practiced a long time.
Personally, I like drums. I
I'm
mean,
excited to
under
hear.
the water.
So, are we all are we all rested? Are we
Carry
ready to
the-
go?
the-
Are we to we will
Yeah,
we
but
will
these are
do
just-
stealthily
these are also
up
making a
up this mountainside and then
I don't think we're very stealthy.
Just for
but-
you who hide and need a place to hide when there's no place to hide,
okay,
behind it they can't see.
okay.
Unless they're
Alright.
double side.
are we hit?
I don't know shop prices up here on land. How much would it be to have like the goggles of the night vision, like do the magical darkness?
I don't know, but we should go help.
We
this
can
guy.
Yeah, but
we will go shopping.
I was
When
just
we
I was
go-
just wondering why we were sitting here.
I
Sparks
think
is,
it's 5.
Sparks is literally
I'm
in the
not going to
corner.
go to the shop. Hey, blah, 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 blah.
Sparks is literally in a corner, just sitting down, cross-legged, holding the shield in his lap. They're just kind of looking it over. His eyes kind of just flickering between
can I be
Blue.
like hanging out on your
blue,
shoulders
yellow, and red, just kind of flickering.
to be
I
dry?
come up. Sparks.
Let's go.
Let's go get him. Let's
Alright.
find that dwarf too.
My ankles don't feel so destroyed anymore.
Another one.
There's still the dwarf
Yeah.
that saved my
The
brother.
dwarf one.
I am still on this
Who's
oath.
right?
Oh, but
Who?
he didn't make it.
Who's
I saw no other dwarves! At least not the one that you're referring to. What, describe him!
speaking of which?
Drunk.
Do you happen
It was
to
a
know
dwarf and
the
he was
plan?
That's half the drunkens I know. Half the drunkens.
I imagine all of the drums.
That's about right.
I'd speak to the
People were
dwarf
drunk.
and dwarven. By any chance, do you know the clan Grindstone?
Of course I know they're clan crime, so what you got with them? Got a crime?
Actually, I was looking to talk to one.
I'm not one of them.
Perhaps you can tell me where their clan is, so I can meet up.
But certainly, you get me out of here, I'll definitely tell you.
All right, thank you.
Fine.
All right.
Hey, don't you work for the town?
Yeah.
You know, if we rescue you, if we actually survive this and we rescue you, can I talk to you about getting some papers for a friend of mine?
He just kind of just looks back. I'm not a guard nor a politician.
Yeah, but you know people, right? You can vouch for folks that saved your life.
Make an intimidation check. As it's coming from a
Intimidation?
corpse as far as you can tell.
Yeah, black eyes, ghostly white skin.
You forgot to tell me to juggle 5.
And seems to be a little too eager about this exchange.
16.
16?
Are we the only?
I guess I
Are we
know
the only good
people.
ones
I
at
will
stealth
find
here?
people, yes.
Maybe we should go first and scout.
not
You're
bad.
scout.
I shall assist
I don't
you.
Why are you
think, I don't
look
think
so
you're
scared?
proficient, but you're
The trouble is none of us can see him.
We're doing the rescue.
Yes.
Yes, I am very grateful that you're rescuing.
Oh,
Just this
sorry.
Because that makes it better. Now you look like death. You're just missing the scythe.
Just get me out of this fuckhole.
Yes, we're working on it.
That's the turn. Let's go.
Let's
All right.
go.
I suggest
No,
we.
the phrase was
No.
ink sack.
No. He said, fuck, let's go.
Oh,
Before we go, I've already tried. You can't sneak up on him. He
Sneaking
sees
is not
without
a specialty.
seeing.
He knows. Okay. fine.
Blindside.
I don't know what that
Trevor.
is. Sure, whatever.
Well,
Point
so-
is, he knows where you are if you're within just anywhere within him.
Well, why the heck was he saying where are
He
you?
laughed at my struggles. Punched his lip.
I'm not. He can't see everywhere because he hasn't found us yet.
All right.
You can see if you get within a certain range.
So I suggest whoever's the good climbers go up first, and we rope
Anyone
each
who needs a
other.
ride, hop on.
We go ahead and rope
We
each
need
other.
to take
Connection.
out-
So if somebody loses their footing,
It
they
can't be a
get the rope.
complicated. It can't be that bad because direwolves walk up it. They're not climbers.
That is true. However,
But it's
even
wet.
The ridge. On the outer edge, it looks like a pile of sheer rocks.
Oh,
Well,
so
let's go and look
now
at
that
it.
you've been walking a little bit more, there's actually like an inner layer from that sheer rocks
Yeah.
that gives a little bit more pathways. But a lot of the water does wash down it.
okay, so if you don't want to make your strength or dex rolls, just hop on.
He
And
talks weird.
But
we take out ones that are separated from the group.
I prefer to lead the civilians down the cliff.
agreed.
We'll come back for them, of course.
We're not
All
going
right,
to take
so
them with.
hang
No,
tight.
this
and
dwarf
hopefully we
will-
can come back
this-
and
this
get you
dwarf
down.
he just
If-
brings up two very
Take the civilians.
rather smooth-looking thumbs and just
Okay.
gotcha.
All right.
Good luck on your suicide run. I wish you good luck and may suddenly be with you.
Suicide.
I hope the sun guides where you need to be. Oh,
This is
Yeah,
the-
sunshine would be nice in a place like this.
I was built for war. This is where I stand.
you are what you say to be. Whatever. But right now we do need one of those. As you guys head towards the end exit of the cave, as there's light sort as it's just rising with intensity, as you see that wave of lightning strikes, and then the whole mountain, as you have that recognition of the same thing happen at the very top of frozen lightning, most likely. As one by one you start to go out. Davros being the last one,
Wait, I was the last one.
just for story-wise.
Oh, okay. Sure.
One of the last ones, you just take one quick look around just because, you've been a little on edge right now, and your heart sinks again. As in the corner, in the darkness, laced with glowing sapphire blood, is that statue. As you blink, it's gone.
I got to kick it off the fucking mountain.
After a short rest, do I feel poison still?
Actually, at the short rest, thank you for reminding me, make another Constitution saving throw for the
Ooh,
last.
oh shit. Those
Really?
poisoned.
Okay. Constitution.
Thank you for reminding me on that, thank you.
Nope.
Come on.
You're no longer poisoned as you just belch it out, apparently.
Told you to pass.
You two are still poisoned, whatever. that is for
Finally
you.
got a decent roll.
Hazel is so fit. She's feeling fine. She's
How many
feeling
hit points
totally
do we
okay.
lose?
Oh my fucking
She's
God.
so good.
Do we lose
All the
hit
shit that
points?
You
happens.
should belch like that during the contest.
We're not feeling good.
Didn't she?
You're not feeling good.
No, it was a terrible roll for that
That'll be
performance
for the
check.
next game. Thank you for those that stayed with us for this long, for this terrible technology-ridden day.
Wasn't that bad.
It won't translate. It won't translate.
It won't translate, but
Hopefully.
we're gonna make it nice and shiny. We're gonna make it entertaining for you, and I hope you had a bloody good time with us. And thank you everyone for joining me for a late game today. I know there was a lot of twists and turns, and a lot of
Terrible rolls.
You know, like, almost like a sawdust moment kind of deal. But
That's scary inside that mountain. That's scary. Fucked
Well,
up. place.
Underdark fights, man.
And when we get to the top of the mountain, we get to meet
Man, I
them.
hate the
we
Underdark.
found a cave that led to a hag's chamber, apparently, and who knows what that means.
Always have a kid.
But
And we get to meet the hag when
as
we
you
get to the
reach
top of the
this-
mountain.
As you reach to the arc of this story, as you go to the top of this reach, and as you hope for whatever outcome you wish, we'll see you next time, everyone. Keep on rolling.
Bye, guys.
We're gonna be okay.
Stop trying to die!
Davros, you're still alive.
I'm still alive.
Trying to die like this.
It is so not willing. Don't you dare get mad
Just
at
slip
me.
me $20.
That was like, what,
before the
3
game
times
and
this
you'll
episode?
live, okay?
3 times this session, you tried to die.
What do you want from me? Like,
Maybe we should take bets.
I told you I'm jealous. You gotta engage with
This is
Katrina.
literally
I'm
just
jealous.
all we
I'm
get to.
trying to take my anger out of you.
This is literally a Mr. President scenario where we're trying to keep the freaking Blue Alpha alive the entire time.
and it's
Get
the
down!
whole first
No!
part of the campaign is
Stay alive, damn
fucking
it!
water, and I'm so unhappy.
You leave water one time, and this happens.
I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't like the water falling from the sky. I'm gonna go live underwater. I'm never gonna breathe air again. Fuck all of it.